already recording, which is cool. So today, guys, okay, so as I'm speaking to you, let's make sure that you're sitting down onto your shins and, you can bob up and down like normal, essentially. So this is like your home base, right? So today, this is obviously our fourth session, okay? So kind of essentially, we're going to change a few things up a little bit, even how we prepare our bodies and whatnot. So the last couple of sessions, or last three sessions have been like, a lot of ground-based and whatnot, with trying to teach you guys how to place the hands on the ground and crawling and that kind of stuff. We're going to just take a different iteration of the work. Still, the focus is on, doing the unglamorous work. So the work that no one really wants to fucking do, right? So like we got to look after the wrists, the ankles, the knees, the hips, okay? So today you may feel again slightly different stress in the body, okay? And remember the stress in the body, we're looking to kind of give the body the right amount of stress in a good way, right? So obviously pain, for instance, a sharp pain or anything like that, that's not cool, okay? Discomfort, meaning like, oh, I'm finding this really hard, cool, that's acceptable. Any coordination type of work that we may kind of do a little bit later on, if that's becoming like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on here? That's cool, okay? Because that's part of the process, that's part of the learning process. So we were just kind of opening the shins up. What we're going to be kind of going into today, guys, is just opening the hips up first, okay? Now, in order to do that, we're going to take a slightly different approach. So we're going to kind of get you guys to squat. Now, with the squat, everybody's squat's going to look different depending on your hip mobility, what your knees and ankles are doing. So if your ass is like here, that's cool. But, kind of if you can come down, that's cool as well. What I really want to make sure, guys, is, okay, the non-negotiable, the heels are on the ground at all times. So no one is popping a squat like with the heels off. Okay. Now, if that's really uncomfortable, you can get a little book or something like that, or maybe even a dowel. You can place, I've got a couple of plates here. So the higher the heels, okay, that means I get more range from my ankles, which means I can sit a little more comfortable in a squat. So this is okay. The main thing is the heels are on the ground. So let's pop a squat, okay? And that's what we're gonna take it or start from today, okay? Now from here, let's squat down. And again, similar to what we're kind of doing before, even if your ass is up here, that's totally cool. We'll just kind of like bob up and down a little bit. And it's okay to kind of just move side to side a little bit, okay? Well, hello there. Okay, let me just put you on mute and then boom, perfect. So we're just squatting right now, okay? Now from here, what I want you to think about is this, okay? So front on, you're going to use the outside of the elbows, you're gonna push it against the knee, the inside of the knee here, while the other hand comes on top of the knees, okay? Now what we're gonna do here, guys, keeping the bum down, okay? We're gonna push that knee away and then boom, back. That's one. Let's do 10 of these. 2, 3, so we're looking to open the inside of the hips up, okay? We've got 4, 5, 6, keep the heels flat on the ground, okay? This is 8, 9, last one, we're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back, okay? Here we go. Outside the elbows, boom, inside of the knee. Let's place the other hand on top of the knee, and then we're going to push that bad boy. Wait for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay, just sitting in a squat still. Now, if you're feeling the burn through the thighs, welcome it, guys. Okay, now from here, can everybody just give me this little shaka? Show me this. Show me you can do this. That's good. Can you show me the other one? Beautiful. So I need you to kind of pile those two shakas on top of each other. We're going to put it onto the ground. Now look at this, okay? What I'm going to be asking you to do is keeping the chest proud. Okay, I'm going to show this from the front and the side as well. I'm going to then look at this top of the forehead. You're going to come down, kiss it, and boom, posture up. Now look at this. If that was like fucking, you joking? Fuck, this is easy. What we're going to do is look, thumb goes away. We're going to boom, come on. If that's easy, boom. From the side, what we're looking to do is this. Okay, so again, outside the easiest variation. Boom, posture up. Okay, this is the main thing. If that's easy, then look at this. We can start to come, boom. The key thing is this. We're not lifting the hips up and down. Okay, so we're going to go to 10. We're going to hold the last one for 10 seconds. Oh yeah, front of the shins burning, quads are burning. Embrace the pain. Here we go. And kiss and up, That's 1. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you posture up. 7, 8, 9. And we're going to hold the last one. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly posture up. We're still sitting in a squat. Okay. Now, okay, so both our heels are obviously flat on the ground. What I'm going to allow you to do is this. Okay, you can lift one heel off. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. Okay, just stay where you are. You're going to slowly give the knee, boom, away, and then boom, flat. Okay, boom. So you're looking to look at this. Open the hips up as the knees are trying to go over. Now make sure you come into the balls of your feet. And I know what that, you guys know what that is because we've been working on to open the bottom of the feet up, right? So we're just going to play around with this. Nice and simple, slower, smooth, control. That's what we're looking for. No one is trying to set PBs right now. Bang, bang, smooth. Okay, so notice, okay, my heels on the ground here. Okay, my heels on the ground here. Yes, the balls of my feet. Okay, I'm on the balls of my feet on this side. Yeah, so again, it's one at a time. So boom, and again, look at this. The more I lean back, the more I'm going to start to open this whole body up a little bit. So just in this squat position, we're looking at the ankles, knees, and hips right now. All right, so from here, last little bit, I promise, okay? You're going to grab, okay, let's just raise that right hand for me. Good, you're gonna grab that with the right hand, you're gonna grab the left ankle, okay? Now from this, okay, the left hand, look at this. You're going to get the elbows, show me the elbows. You're going to imagine to touch the ground. You're gonna hold it for 2, 1, then look at this. You're going to point the elbow to the ceiling or extend the arms to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to do 5 of these. Here we go. Elbows down, hold it there 4. Try to reach to the ground for 2, 1. Elbows high. Boom. Keep hanging onto the ankles nice and strong. And let's go. Down for 2, 3, and up. Hold for 2, 3. Down and up. 2, 4. Last one. Down and up. Reach for 2, 5. Okay, show me the left hand. Left hand grabs the right ankle. Drop the right elbow towards the ground for 2, 1. Twist, reach, 2, 1. Drop it, 2, 2. Reach up, 2, 2. And 2, 3. 2, 3. Down for 2, 4. Up, 2, 4. Down, 2, 5. Reach up, hold, 2, 5. Boom. All right, last little bit. Here we go. Hands in front. Pull the shoulders back. Breath in below the belly button. And stand up. No! Give me this if that's okay. Beautiful. Cool. All right, let's take a knee. Okay, so the lower body's nice and fresh. Now when you sit back into the shins, hopefully you feel that front of the shin, the little burning, right? Because we've just been using these. And it's really important just to understand that the front of these muscles here, okay, this is why we're spending a lot of time in the squat. You may have felt a burning or cramping sensation. Really important because this front of the muscle, the shin, allows us to pick our toes up, right? This is really important if you want to, kick, land, spend, quality time on one leg and whatnot. So from here, okay, giving that lower body a little bit of rest, let's look after the wrist, okay? So the not so glamorous work for the wrist. So simple, remember index finger pointed straight ahead, if not slightly turned out. That pinky guy is gonna be as far away, okay? From here, from the front on, about shoulder width apart, we're going to just lean forwards and backwards and just lowering the wrist up. Now, if you look at my shoulders and my chest here, we're not becoming lazy, okay? So look at my ears. I'm going to get my ears away from my shoulders. Okay, I'm going to keep my chest proud and my fingers are nice and wide. Now, if this is okay, look at this. I'm going to just go side to side a little bit. And again, as always, the intention here is to try to explore those nooks and crannies you otherwise would never get into. Just lift that heart up a little bit more and then a little semicircle going one way and the other way. So remember, whether you're grappling, whether you're striking, obviously, you're only strong as the weakest link, right? So If you can't grip onto lapels or clothing, gi, whatever, or if you can't punch, right, you're not going to be able to use your wrist, and you're not going to be very efficient or effective. So from here, fingers will face towards the knees, bang, and bang. Now from here today, what I want you to do is look at this. Walk your knees back away from you a little bit, so maybe under the hips. Keep the chest proud, just like before. So we're not doing this, we're up. Now look to sit back onto those heels. Oh, and then back up. So if you've been stuck up, you know, obviously doing work and spending a lot of time in front of the computer, those wrists are going to be fucked as well. We call it the desk jockey syndrome, right? So just nice and simple, open the front of the forearms. Now I want you to just sway from side to side, okay? And just paying attention to what's happening. So you'll feel this through the tendons in the forearm a little bit, okay? Okay, so from here, just bring your knees underneath you a little bit, keeping the hands same thing. Jess, fingers are the other, yeah, there it is. Today was different. We'll go to that in a minute, don't worry. So look at this, chest is proud, okay? From here, you're gonna just listen to my words, okay? So fingers are nice and spread, they're gonna be active. You're going to push the pinky, only the pinky, into the ground as hard as possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then both ring fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle fingers push into the ground as hard as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the index finger as hard as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then thumbs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back it off and shake it off. Did everybody feel that? Yeah. So it's really, really important. You can see individually, just looking after these tissues, okay, really important. Okay, so if we see, if we're not, you know, if we're just doing one of these, we're not actually using the wrist in the full capacity, then it basically, you know, if you don't move, you basically lose it, right? So this is why just kind of simple work. Now we're going to get to Jess's favorite, which is going to be, okay, fingers still back, but look at this. The pinkies are going to turn towards you. Okay, so my shoulders are in this shitty position. Boom. Okay, what we call internal rotation. Same thing, about shoulder width apart. We'll pop ourselves up nice and proud, walk our knees, okay, away from us, and we'll just look to sway forwards and backwards to start off with. Our elbows are nice and, okay, locked out, chest is proud, your ears are nowhere near your shoulders. Okay, keep lifting the chest up, proud. Beautiful. Okay, a little side to side, just starting to explore different things. Okay. And slowly back it off, shake it off. Okay, the last basic mobility for the wrist is going to be bam. Okay, back of the wrist, proud chest. Okay, you're gonna just look to full. Okay, so when I say this, look, this is the portion of the wrist that we're relying on, not the knuckles. Okay, back of the wrist here. Okay, now that's really hard. Okay, you can just simply just do one at a time. But the intention is going to be, look, locking the elbows out and boom. Okay, show me the eye, the elbow. Okay, it's just nice and simple. You'll just rock forwards and backwards. Now, if this is okay, look, proud chest. You're going to squeeze your fingers. Imagine it's like, I don't know, lemon between your hands. You're going to squeeze that lemon for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the fingers back to the ground. And again, lift the heart up. Squeeze the fingers as hard as possible for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one. Here we go. Big squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big release and back it off. Okay, so this is again something that we've been doing, you know, regularly, right? This is just a simple, you know, prep work for a wrist. Now we're going to actually do some work that's going to be looking to strengthen the wrist. Okay, so when I say the word strengthen, what I mean is loading the joints up. You know, there aren't many muscles in your hands here, right? They're mostly like soft tissues like the tendons and ligaments. So basically trying to make them a little more resilient. And this requires a little more load. So, you know, think about it as your hands like your feet, okay? If your wrist is like your ankle, basically the forearms is like your calf. So we need to make sure both the front and the back, okay, of your forearms are nice and strong, basically jacked. So, you know, think about it from a grip perspective, right? You know, those people, especially in jiu-jitsu, have fucking massive forearms, but they can only fucking bend their fingers like this much, right? That's like a permanent thing. Yeah, think about striking, right? Because you go always over the top, over the top, over the top. This is when you can cause a little bit more damage here. So, hey, can we better prepare these joints and the tissues around? That's going to give me a little more longevity, right, in these areas. So this first one's called first knuckle push-up. Now, again, I want to kind of just start out by saying you guys are in charge of the dosage, right? So I'm showing you these movements, but it doesn't mean we're trying to set PBs, okay? So take the easiest variation, and then we can start to build this up. So essentially what we're going to do here is first knuckle is this first line of the knuckle, okay, kind of on the fingers here. What's going to happen is, again, index finger straight ahead. I'm going to just show you this sideways first. Actually, that's the easiest. From here, you want to load the front two fingers, so the index in the middle, and then look at this, okay? Round is pushed up, the chest is proud. We're going to come up, the heel of the palm raises up. Then we're going to slowly, boom, touch the ground and back up. So this is like doing the calf raises, okay? The key thing is this, look at my shoulders. They're either over the wrist, if not slightly ahead. Now, this is what's going to really load these guys up, okay? We're going to go for 15 reps, okay? So I'm going to push the ground away, lift the chest up, look into the ground, maybe eyes a little bit ahead, fall forward a little bit, and then we're going to bring the heel of the palm up. The thumbs can be off the ground, okay? They slowly come down without bending the elbows, and up. Let's go. We got 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. From there, fingers are going to point to the side. Same thing, okay? Just look at this, guys. Make sure it's not this, okay? We want to make sure, bang. So even if it's just here, that's cool, but it needs to be, you need to be like, this is like the balls of your feet, okay? So we want to be in the balls of your hands, okay? All right, proud chest, thumbs peel off and come up. Meet me here first, and let's go. 1, 2, 3. Elbows are always locked out, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, shake it off. Now from here, what we're going to do is, okay, these are called, okay, so wrist rocks, okay. So the idea here is we call this the radial side. So this side of the wrist, top of your thumbs, okay, this area here. This is what we're trying to get strong at, okay? So from here, this is also then going to look to load the elbow joint up as well. Just watch me first. So we're going to be on our knuckles, this one, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to push the ground away. We know why this is important, okay? Because if we're down here, then you know, we're not really loading the wrist up, right? It's just the shoulders. We want to be nice and rounded to the upper back. Then look at this. We're going to fall forward. Now the idea here is I want to load this area up. Okay, and this is one half of the movement. From here, we're going to then come on top of the knuckles, look at this, and then I'm going to bring the elbows back behind me towards the ground as I fall forward. Look at my bum, okay? I am not back here because now there's no load, right? So I'm actually falling forward, and then I'm gonna come up, proud, rock forwards, pause, top, down, hold, and then up. So just to understand this, what we're going to do is the first rep, we're going to hold 5 seconds in each position. And I want you to feel what it should feel like. And then we'll go for 10 repetitions thereafter. Give me this if that's okay. Beautiful people. Here we go. Okay. Push the chest up. We're going to fall forward and hold it there. Okay. Look at this. My thumbs are trying to touch the ground. Okay. If they're not, should be touching the ground. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on top of the knuckles. Now, bend the elbows back, keep the elbows hugging to your sides, but fall forward, okay, and hold it there. You should feel this more in the elbows for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Posture up, lock it out, boom. Let's go. We're gonna rock forward, hold, top, and back. This is number 2. Drive it up. Let's go. So rocking forwards, and bang. 3, 4, slow, smooth. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, so yeah, who knew, hey? Basically. Okay, just move your wrist around. Okay, shake it around, whatever you need to do. How are they feeling? Give me this if that's okay. They feel good? Beautiful. Okay, so they feel shit when we do them, but hopefully they feel good after we do them. Okay, so from here, we'll be doing a lot of kind of neck work and softening the spine work up. So remember, we were kind of doing a lot of head movement. okay, and the spine movement and stuff like that. So what we're going to get into here is a little bit of a roll. So those guys who do a lot of stand-up, okay, you may be like in the unknown territory. Those guys who do a lot of grappling, especially jiu-jitsu, you guys are like, fuck, this is home. Okay, so what we're going to do here, my headphones may come off, people. If that happens, apologies, I'll put it back on. But what I want to see is you're going to be seated in this nice tall position. And this is the thing. I don't want you to wrap your legs around and hug the knees. What I want you to do is lightly touch your knees, maybe in front. Now from here, what's going to happen, people, is this, okay? We're going to slowly rock back and then boom, come up. Now the key thing is this, falling back, the gravity is going to help us, right? It's no brainer. I can just boom, right? But what I want to try to avoid is when I come up, I want to avoid kicking into my hands. So I want you to think, how much do I need to keep this shit on, right? To keep myself in a tight ball, but then how well can I soften my spine? I want to keep the fingers light. Okay, look at this. I'm moving my fingers, right? So I'm basically kind of using the ground. I'm using this, yeah? Can I just have 30 seconds of just nice and simple, just softening the spine up, okay, all the way back and coming forward, okay? We'll go in 3, 2, 1, and let's get it, people. Okay, so just nice and simple. Make sure you don't knee your face, okay? I'm guilty of doing that before. Make sure you sit nice and tall at the top, boom, okay? Just nice and easy, boom. Okay, you're lightly touching the knees, you're not kicking up, you're not using momentum, okay? Nice and simple, last 10 seconds coming up soon. So again, you should feel this hopefully a little more on the tummy, okay? Right? You know, if you want to make it look a pretty, guys, make sure you're pointing those toes. No one likes ugly toes, okay? And finish that rep off, voila. Okay, just kind of like nod your head like this if you felt that little bit in the tummy. Okay, cool. If you didn't, you're probably jacked, okay? So from here, what I want to see is this, okay? So we're going to go no hands now, okay? And the idea is going to be, okay, you're going to have your knees apart a little bit, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple of variations. But from here, again, compressing this, we're going to come back. Now, hands post, okay? We're going to simply just come down, and then we're going to come up. Now, as we come up, I want to reach up to the ceiling. Now, look at my back when I do that. When my hands try to reach straight, look, I straighten my back, right? I'm not doing this. Yeah, so I'm going to lift up. So full movement, I'm going to show you just 3 reps. Look at this. So I'm nice and tall. I'm going to put the brakes on, just nice and simple. Can I come up? Reach. Reach. You know, I'm going to look straight ahead, reach up. Bam. Can I just have nice and simple 30 seconds of this, please, okay? Notice my legs were on the ground and I'm reaching up. I'm grounding myself up, okay? So I'm going to soften and I'm going to get hard, okay? Here we go. We're going 3, 2, 1, and let's get it. Beautiful. Really reach to the ceiling, guys, okay? And try to get that timing right. Boom. Now, when you go back behind you, you can open the knees up a little bit, maybe straighten your legs a little bit if you want to feel that through releasing the back a little bit more. Good, but really important. I want to keep that knee close to your face, either side of the face, okay? So again, no kneeing in the face. Fuck, the amount of times I've hit myself doing these. Okay, beautiful. Really reach up and get that chest up, guys. Yeah, lift the heart up and time. Just finishing that rep off. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do here, the last little kind of just work in this, okay, is going to be slightly different. I'm going to show the back way of doing this, okay? So you understood the reason we kind of, post the hands, so we kind of don't do the, backward roll. Not that that's bad. What I want to do here is this, okay? It's keeping the knees nice and tight still, but this time rather than apart, what I want to do is choose is right, then left. So what we're going to do is nice and simple. We're going to come up, go through, kiss the ground, back up. We're going to kiss the ground, back up. Now, if that's too hard, okay, just from the side, what we can do is look, just aim for 1, bang. So there are still regrets. So it doesn't need to touch the ground, okay? But the goal is going to be just choosing, alternating side to side, okay? Now, on our way up, so again, we're not trying to bounce back up in terms of trying to use momentum. I want you to think about how can I use this stuff here? So when you did this movement here, what you were already doing was using the front and that did something to the back, right? So you want to make sure even here, when I kind of choose without crashing, boom, I'm coming up. So rather than like kicking or, splaying your legs, okay, let's see if we can do that. Just nice and simple, 30 seconds again. Okay, this is the last bit on the spine. Let's go. Bam, bam, boom. Nice. Boom. Okay, so you can reach the hands up to the ceiling on your way up if you want, every single time. Boom. Finish the rep off and down. Okay, beautiful. So that's the spine, a little bit soft, okay? Hopefully we're feeling a little bit good. The body should be kind of like a little bit more awake. Now from here, we're gonna go into a little bit deep hip mobility work, okay? So for that, okay, so these are called your adductors, the things inside your legs, okay? So you know, like we were doing that Cossack variation. So just a reminder, boom, in this position here, toes are face forward. We're kind of, hands on the ground. We're making these circles. So trying to load these guys up. Okay, can we just do 30 seconds of this again, just as a little reminder, but this will be like a warm-up for our adductors too. So anybody new here, just a reminder, look at this from the side. We sit into this corner, stay strong, heels are on the ground. I'm gonna reach over to the other side, hold it for 1, 2, come over. Then look at this, the bent knee side is where I sit. I'm going to reach over towards the straight leg for 1, 2, then boom. Okay, we're gonna reach around. We'll go in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Okay, so nice and simple. Okay, we stick to the bent knee side, move over. Okay, turn around, boom. Go towards the straight leg, and boom. And we want to keep that sit bone, okay, dragging towards the ground. Good. Okay, really, imagine a grab onto the ankles, okay, with the hands, that straight ankle, that's it. So the straight leg side, okay, you're going to reach over and try, kind of hug that, or bring yourself as close to the front leg as possible, that straight leg as possible. Keep it going. And done. Beautiful. Okay, finish that rep off. Okay, so this is the main work that we're doing. We're sitting on our asses. So from here, guys, this is what we call a straddle position. Okay, so legs are straddled, okay, wide. Now from here, what I want you to kind of do is, okay, if your back is like this, okay, where, like you see my back is clearly rounded, okay, I want you to kind of find something. Again, maybe a phone book, maybe a block if you have any, but find something that you can sit on that's gonna make you sit more like this, okay? Yeah, because we need to hinge clearly at the hips. We don't wanna be doing this sort of work, okay? So if it's a cushion, if it's a thick book, whatever it is, the tighter you are, the higher your hips will need to be. Otherwise, okay, we're in this position, okay? Now, what I want you to simply start off with, I'll face you guys, okay? It's nice and simple, posture up, so you can push into the ground a little bit, so hands are in front of you. And look at this, I want you to pull your toes towards your shin or to the ceiling. From here, you're gonna point those toes away. Okay, let's just repeat this process 10 each way. Ready? And boom. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 9, up and hold, and boom, rest. Okay, hopefully you felt through the sides a little bit, but just nice and simple. Okay, you may have felt a little bit of, your nerves get stretched out a little bit. We weren't really loading the tissues, okay? So what we're gonna see now is, okay, trying to improve the hip mobility a little bit, okay? So think about whether you're striking, if you kick, right? So everybody wants to do splits because they want to fucking kick higher. But it's not just about being able to be flexible, right? You actually have to be strong on the other side to be able to pick your fucking legs that high, right? In jiu-jitsu, the amount of times that you involuntarily get pulled apart, right? You want these tissues to be, again, resilient, right? So what we're gonna do is the first part, we're gonna look to lengthen the tissues, but as well at the same time be strong, right? Then we're gonna do some work on the other side to strengthen that area up. So this is called a pancake. So pancake is going to be, okay, from here, hands are going to be boom, straight ahead towards the ground to start off with, just to kind of understand this. Your toes are going to be pointed up, but as you reach forward, you're going to point the toes. And then boom, come back up, posture up, toes up. So I want you to just kind of start this sliding motion. Now, what it isn't, and the reason you were kind of like, I've asked you to put your hips up. If your back is like this, guess what? You're not going to be moving from here. You're just going to be doing this. Right, so we want to make sure you're postured up, okay? And boom, look, I'm moving from the hips, okay? So we're going to go for 20 reps, okay? Just nice and simple, okay? So from here, posture up, and we're going to reach forward, point the toes, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, head up, 10, 1, keep the chin up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, you're gonna hold. Keep reaching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Chest proud, chest proud. 4, 3, point the toes up, bring yourself more close to the ground. 2, 1, posture up. Voila. Okay. Close the legs. Maybe you need to lift your legs up. Okay, so hopefully everybody just felt a little bit of juiciness through the inside of the legs. Okay, so kind of like, that was feeling a little bit weird. So what we're going to do now is kind of essentially go and bolster the things at the back of our glute. Okay, so what we're going to get you to do is stand on your feet. Now, in lifting, basically being able to lift heavy weights and stuff like that, it's very easy to overload. So, let's say 5 kilos, 10 kilos, 50 kilos, 100 kilos, there's like systematically tangible numbers that we can, hey, we're getting stronger. The intent here is to be able to load that body using our tension, okay? But unlike the weights when we need that technical of, okay, I need this line, this vector of work, I want to explore yourself a little bit, okay? The point here is, the idea is to get strong, okay, on the standing leg, okay? But just because the other leg is up in the air doesn't mean it's not working. It's still fucking working. Okay, so if I go this leg, I want to make sure you're using both butt. Okay, so the general rule I'm going to have is the leg that's going to be up in the air, that's still going to be straight. So I want you to squeeze the quads, squeeze the butt. Okay, what we're going to do is this. We're going to go 3 places. Okay, so we're going to have toes pointed. Okay, legs are straight. I want you to keep the leg back. I want you to touch the ground. Okay, keeping the leg straight and bang up. So straight up from the side, this is what it looks like, okay? So this is like what we call single leg deadlifts. I can bend the standing leg a little bit, okay? And then boom, come through. Then I want you to look at this, come and touch the side. Okay, so this becomes a little bit of a leg balance essentially. And then we're going to then, okay, try reach, okay, on the inside, bang, okay? So now there are elements of here, which is both strength, okay, and balance here. The key thing is this, people. Okay, the standing leg, look at this. I am not, if I go straight leg, I feel the stretch. But I need to bend the knees, okay, like I did with the Cossack. So I'm bending it, I'm hinging at the hips and I'm strong. The softer my knees, the more I can use bang, my hamstring and my butt. So throughout this, look at my legs, the standing leg here. Okay, the more I bend, the more stronger, the more I can recruit my hamstring. And this is what we're looking for. Okay, bang. Then the second one, okay, boom, kiss the ground. Now you're just kissing the hands into the ground, okay? What we're gonna go for, guys, is 30 seconds per leg, okay? Now again, I don't care if you just touch the ground 3 times. I don't want it to be this. I don't wanna be just like, yeah, you're trying to find out, cool, where can you go? It's a kiss, just test the water, right? You're gonna come through. Look at this, you're gonna just test the water and smoothly up. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, voila, let's go. Okay, so 30 seconds. Beautiful, and really reach. Yeah, test the water, test the water. Beautiful, make sure that standing leg is bent. I dare you guys to bend that standing leg a little bit, but you gotta be guiding. The whole movement is guided. At no point are you rushing, okay? Because the slower you go, the more awareness you'll bring to the body. Then you can make those micro adjustments when you need to, where you need to. Slowly finish that rep off. We'll go to the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voila, let's go. Okay, so again, remember, you're testing the water. Okay, boom. Boom. There is no rush. Okay, think about how you're grounded on the ground, okay, with that standing leg. Okay, what's that weight distribution doing? Okay, we'll finish the last rep off, guys. Boom. And voila, done. Okay, everybody good? Yeah, cool. So, a couple of things. This is the third and last bit, okay? So we spent a little bit of time opening this guy up, okay? So over the next 3 weeks, we're gonna look to obviously do more sets of this, okay? Today is just like a little introduction. Yeah, having said that, we are gonna do another set. Okay, then we had the standing on the leg. We're gonna work on the strength aspect. How can I actually utilize this? So, think about, everybody wants to do middle split, right? Because that means you can fucking, you're strong and through length here, right? In the hope that, let's say someone can fucking kick. But there's one thing being stretchy here, but you need the strength on the outside here to be able to bang, right? So you need to be able to lift that fucking leg up. On the other side, you need to be strong and stable as well. This is why you have to work to create balance in the body, right? The last component is this. We know we said this is like not so glamorous work. This is the shit work, okay? So we're gonna look to kind of strengthen what we call this compression strength in this lengthened position, okay? So the fronts of our body, especially the hip flexors right at the hips and the tummy. So we're gonna go back to that, okay, seated position, straddle. Now this doesn't need to be as wide as possible. It can close the legs a little bit, okay? From here, what we're gonna do, guys, hands are gonna reach forward, and I'm gonna allow you this time to look around your upper back, because what I want you to do is I want you to push into the ground. Boom. What we're gonna do is both at the same time, we're gonna pick the legs up and down, okay? Now, this looks simple. It's a fucking bitch, let me just tell you, okay? We're gonna go for 20 reps. I'm not being kind, okay? Look at this. What I don't want to see is this. I don't want to be having midair fit like this. That's not what I'm asking you to do, right? If this is hard, you do this. One leg at a time. 10 here and then 10 there. Give me this if you understood that. Cool. You guys have to make sure that standard is high, okay? Here we go. Hands set, toes are pointed. I don't want to see ugly toes. Posture up and then reach, push the ground away. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it, 8, 9, boom. All right. Who enjoyed that? Oh my God, no one. Amazing. All right, so one more time, people, before the end of session today, we're going to do, okay, all the 3 movements together. So we're going to do the pancake, yeah, 20 reaches with 10-second hold on the last one. Then we're going to do our leg guided. This time we're going to go for 40 seconds, okay, single leg work. And then we're going to finish on this compression drill. So we're going to just do 2 sets all together. If you understood that, just nod your head. I like it. I like nodding heads. Okay, here we go. Now, just FYI, I have like a little plate. If you, in the future, if maybe next week, you can bring a book, because you look, if you slide it, it gives you a little bit of something to kind of aim towards. Yeah, but this is why I want your hands to be on the ground, boom, reaching, posturing up. Cool. So toes are flexed up. Okay, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and reach up. 1, reach, 2, reach, 3, 4, 5, chest out, 6, 7, 8, 9, point those toes when you reach forward, 10, halfway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's go, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fuck me up. Oh shit, crap. Okay, standing up, 40 seconds, okay, standing leg work. Okay, boom, we'll go in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go, okay? Make sure that standing leg is bent, kiss the water, with your hands. Push up. Make sure you stand tall before you move to the next move. Okay, wrap around, whatever that looks like. Boom, test the waters. Okay, of course, if you fucking lose balance, that's not the end of the world. Okay, the idea is to create that tension. Boom, you know, regather yourself at the top. Okay, then move accordingly. Boom, target. Boom. Remember, we're going for 40 seconds. 10 more seconds than last time. Okay, so again, you should feel that standing leg starting to maybe burn a little bit. Okay, because you have to stabilize. Keep that tension throughout the body. And time. Beautiful. Here we go. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and da 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 da. Ooh, ooh, kiss the water. Smooth, smooth. Okay. Remember what we spoke about earlier. Okay, slower is smoother. And guess what? Smooth means you can go fast. Okay, eventually. Don't rush through right now, especially in that shitty bit. Okay, it's just the way you test the water coming down. You also need to be controlled on your way up. Otherwise, it's not a fucking success. Okay, setting yourself a little bit high standard in how you do things. Remember, and time. Okay, straight onto the ground. Okay, you know what's coming up. Okay, good. Now, before we start this, can everybody just kind of face sideways a little bit? So I want to see this view so I can just see what your spine is doing, please. Good. Will, can you just go back a little bit or just point the camera down so I can just see the hips? Now posture up. Now, remember, if you're doing 2 legs, hands in the middle. If you're doing 1 leg, hands either side and you face that leg. Okay, we'll wait for Will. We'll go in 5, 4, point the toes, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bam. Hey, that was not bad. That was better. Okay, let me unmute you people. Holy moly, my hips are happy. All right.
Those legs, that was a punish.
It was awful.
What, you people? Jesus.
It's the first time I've ever tried to do that in my life. I'm happy my feet got off the ground.
Well, that's success. That's a huge success because a lot of people struggle with that. So essentially the idea is to kind of layer this up for the next 3 weeks. Okay, with like anything, it's just repetition. We just have to, you know, give that body that consistency for us to be able to see that improvement. But the idea there, guys, okay, so the first 3 weeks we're just around loading, understanding a few things, and the next couple of weeks is going to be revolving around, you know, just the hips a little bit, in particular the spine and the hips, you know, because whether you're standing up, sitting down, lying on your back front, like, you know, we need to make sure we're aware of our body and we can move it well. Yeah, and you can do that sort of work in your own time too, right? So I guess this recording obviously goes on YouTube, so you can refer to it, you know, you can visit it back and just kind of, you know, do a few of those things. Next week, we're going to aim to do 3 rounds of those puppies. Okay, then the last 2 weeks, we're going to take it up to 4 rounds. Yeah, and the idea is to go bang, 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 bang. Cool? So if it helps next week, you know, maybe a book or a block that you can get your ass off the ground, that's going to help a little bit, or there's something to slide. To have something like, you know, tactile, something like a touch and reach, it's going to be better, right? Because then that we know we're not cheating. Cool?
Anything to improve the leg rises at the end?
Yeah, repetitions.
So, but like you say, like seated position, or is there anything to?
Yeah, so there are a couple of different things.
Right?
Yeah, so a couple of things, right? So let's say I have these plates. I send the big plates too. So let's say I don't have any trouble, okay, hinging at the hips, but if we're like this, it's very hard. So by raising the hip up a little bit higher, what we can do is we can move a little bit better at hips, right? What means is that means when we're here, again, we can just go, boom, 1 leg at a time as well. Yeah, the key thing is to make sure.
Pointing your toes out to lift your leg.
Yeah, so you know, apart from the joking aside, you know, we're talking about pretty toes, make it the toes point away. The reason we talk about pointing the toes quite a lot is because for me to be able to do that, I need to have shit upstream working, right? If I'm here, that probably means as soon as I get tired, right? Does that make sense? You know, so
Yeah.
like we're already breaking up pretty early. So this is why like toes bang. You know, this means like now everything is tight. Versus here, that looks straight, but then as I get tired, I'm gonna more likely to bend and da 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 da.
So